This is the only one I didn't turn down.
Okay.
Okay. What's up? Okay. What's up? We back again with the Your Real For Real show, and it is your girl LayMay here with my boy
Survive in the building,
and my girl
Betty the Boo.
And y'all know we're here with another segment of relationships because we just love relationships so much. So we're not gonna waste no time. We're jumping straight into it, and tonight we're talking about, first and foremost, interracial relationships. How do y'all feel about that now?
interracial couples. I feel like it's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, everything. It should be more at the end of the day.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? I feel like it should be more now since
clap to that.
Right, right, definitely. So now since it's out on way more now, and it's in different cities and everything like that. So it's nothing wrong with having an interracial relationship. You know what I'm saying? Love who you love at the end of the day,
and be who you are, love who you are.
Right.
Like, don't let people deter you away from being with anyone, or whether it's your friend, family, whomever, because you have people in the world like, oh girl, don't go with him, or you have certain cultures that don't allow, or it's seen in a bad light to date another race or culture.
True.
Or whatever. So I just feel like, be who you are. Viewers or audience, if you out there listening, be who you are, date who you are.
Don't let family get in the way of it. None of that at the end of the day, because it's like that every single day.
It definitely is, and it's crazy.
Right.
It definitely is, and then they have the the bias of the white women taking all the black men.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's kind of ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to say step you. Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. But it's a lot of black women that's been damaged. It's a lot of black men that's been damaged. So we look for another outlet at the end of the day, and that's why it's like that now. And it's nothing wrong with that. But you know what I'm saying? Black love still exists. Interracial love still exists.
White love still exists. Puerto Rico still exists.
All that.
Love exists. Love exists, and love surrounds relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And
I want to talk.
Go ahead and say something, Betty. We're not.
No, I'm saying we're supposed to be all talking, congregating, and y'all two just talking.
Go ahead, girl.
We live.
Well, I believe in interracial. I feel like you should love who you love, or you should love who the heart love. Color shouldn't matter. You shouldn't look at the skin when you see somebody, when you love somebody. So that's my view on it.
Perfect.
Don't get mad that I cut that other part out.
No, I just want to see.
No, I understand.
Say I ain't do it.
So what's next? Talk to me now. Talk to me.
I feel like we said more the first time.
I had PowerPoints, but I got a little thrown off. But okay. So my second discussion I want to talk about tonight, because it's another different kind of relationship. It's considered the wife stay at home, or girlfriend, however you may see it, however you may describe it, stay at home, and husband, boyfriend, whomever pays the bills, usually described as the housewife. What's your take on that? Cause me personally, once again, to each his own.
It depends on your definition of a housewife. Whatever you consider a housewife is, whatever your preference, whatever you prefer. Like, it's no set thing on housewife is this, housewife is that. It's no set thing. Like, it's what you like. So it's whatever you like.
What you feel, survivor?
I feel like it's pretty. Everybody have their own opinion about it. You know what I mean? So it's like I look at it as, if she want to be a housewife, she want to be a housewife. And, women are built differently now. Like, women they out here go getters more than dudes are. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it really depends on the relationship between each other at the end of the day.
Right, the agreement.
Yeah, the
whether
agreement
it's
at the end of the day.
financial,
right.
Whether, whatever the agreement.
Because every man want to see her be financially to a woman. Period. I mean, I can't vouch for
every.
Yeah, you're right. Let me take that back.
Like in our other segment that we were talking about the other last week, sugar mama, sugar daddies.
True.
You have some people that are just comfortable with being in whatever situation that they're in.
Yeah.
Which is nothing wrong with that.
Right.
If your situation works for you, then let it work.
No, let it work, right? But don't sit here and fight back and forth with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like don't say, oh, you want to be the housewife, et cetera, but then you want to be out here just doing whatever you want to do.
Or complain when the man is gone.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
when he's gone too long.
Right,
you're supposed to be at the house.
Right.
Housewife.
right. You know what I mean? So it's like, they got to break it down to the point like
Definitely.
that. Because I know it's men out here that they work all the time and they stay at home with the kids. If that works for you, that works for you.
Shout out to men that stay at home with the kids.
Yeah, right. Shout out to them definitely. That's taking care of the kids while the wife going out here grinding there all day. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing wrong with that. It just all works. It depends on what works for each other. That's all that boils down to at the end of the day.
Speaking about what works for each other, how do you, what do you all think about like the, polygamy relationship, growing up in that type of, environment, or even if you were like, you just grew up and decided that that's, where you wanted to go in life, or I don't know. How do you think it happens? Like, I've always wondered, like, how do you think it happens? Like, how is the conversation? Like, how do, them souls align to know that this is what we want for the people who kind of like voluntarily jump into it? What do you think, Daddy?
I just feel like you just gotta know what you like. If you like what you like, then that's what you like.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like it, then you don't like it.
Right.
You don't just say, you don't just, it's just you. It's just who you are. It's not learned behavior. It's not nothing like that. If you confident in yourself and you like women, and you see a woman and you like a man, you like when you respect a woman. Like, cause I can deal with a woman and not have sex with her. Like, she could be my best friend. We could live in the same house for forever. We don't have to have sex. It's not a sex thing. It's a compassion thing.
Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
Understandable.
Just like if you stayed at my house, we don't have to have sex. We just friends and we sisters, so we help each other out every time.
Totally understandable. Yeah.
So is that like a sistership or a relationship?
Well, I don't know because I'm not in that type of relationship now. But if I do,
what would you
let y'all know.
No, what would you describe that as? Like a sistership, relationship? I would personally describe it like as we're just friends, we're just kicking it. It's kind of different to me than being like, we're friends kicking it, and now I come over to your home and your significant other wants me to be in a, permanent relationship with you and him. It's like, how does that conversation come about? You know what I'm saying?
It really just comes up to who brings it to the table first.
Right.
That's what it really.
So you're saying it's a brought to the table kind of thing. It's not like It's not like you were saying, like if a woman likes. If you're lesbian, you're lesbian, and you're gonna, so it's, you're lesbian, I know I'm lesbian, we see each other, we know but that's different.
Yeah.
You have to, like you said, it has to be brought,
to the table.
It
has to be.
From someone who's maybe already in a relationship.
Right. Because that's what it really boils down to at the end of the day. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I know I like mine the way I like mine. I like mine to myself, but I mean, but if a little bit of fun, it don't matter. I love it at the end of the day. But I want to be committed to one person. Not everybody's like that. No. You know what I mean? Everybody, they want to have 2 other people they committed to. All right, that's cool too. That's good. No, not knocking it. But
it's so many people in the world. Do you think it's like, I always thought that, like, it's so many people in the world, like, is it a bad thing to want one person, like, or one?
It's not a bad thing. A lot of people is not content with their own selves. That's real. Like, a lot of people is not content with their own selves, so they trying to find their way within somebody else and fill a gap. And you can't fill the gap if you're not comfortable with yourself, or if you're just not happy, period, with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that's just like real stuff. I learned that in
LayMay in the building, y'all.
In my whole life, I just learned that, period. So it's like, just depends on the person. Like, when we keep saying that, and it's so true, because it depends on, like,
because everybody don't like the same thing. Everybody don't have the same preference. So.
I mean, some people are not even sexual.
Yeah, not.
And some people don't even consider, like Boo was saying, some people don't consider like sex to even be a part of the whole relationship category.
Yeah.
We in a relationship, we can have a 3, 4, 5 years soul, mental, type of connection. And even if it is physical, not to the point where it's sexually physical,
right?
And still be content. Like you have people out, here that's, in the world. This world is just so big, and like you guys are saying, it's just so many options and so many different feelings.
Yeah, it is. There's nothing really wrong with being physical in your relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God! Here, that's the man. That's the man in the podcast, you guys.
It ain't nothing wrong being physical now. You know what I'm saying? Like I love being.
Nothing wrong.
It just depends on. It just like you said. It depends on how. It depends on the person. Like it really just.
And in this day and age, you gotta be careful who you get physical with and when you get physical with them.
Right.
And that's just period. And I'm just speaking as far as just from people's character. I'm not speaking nothing else. So you just have to people's character and everything. You just have to be careful. You can get one side one day and another side another day.
That's true. That's true. Hey, baby,
oh my God, you know what? I love these. Okay, so I have a dilemma. A friend's anniversary. The kind of friend that never lets you forget she's married. Yes, that friend. And I've totally forgotten. Okay, I know. Shame on me. I have less than one day and I need a gift. Tonya Reader's Garment Lounge. Any ideas? Period. Okay, post.
You've got mail.
Open. Hey, seeing your post, you should visit KKMB Fashion. They have the biggest deal going on now for a super low price. And to top competitors, they will match any price, in-store only. Kids fashion, women's best friend. KKMB Fashion, 3100 East 45th Street, Suite 406, right off 77. Hurry down. Sales associates are standing waiting to deliver upscale customer service. Visit their social media page at KKMB Fashion. They even have fashion consultants. Sounds like this will help your dilemma. Mention my name, Anna, and receive 40% off. Huge discount, right? Feel beautiful for less.
That bipolar.
Definitely. So, with that being said, that's just like, now I want to know who should pay the bills, because
it's a big one.
Who should pay the bills, members in the audience?
Right.
The man or the woman, or like, who do you think? Who responsibility is it? Like, we need feedback. Who responsibility is it? The man or the woman? It's like,
shoot, the man.
Ding dong.
Yeah, I mean the man is a responsibility. I mean, I can't really vouch for every man, but I know, I want to sit here and be to a point where in my life where I'm completely financial, where I could just do whatever I want to do, just for my household and for my wife. Like that's
so that do you want a housewife? Because that you're saying, like, so what I'm hearing in my ear, and I don't know if the listeners and viewers are hearing it as well, but what I'm hearing in my ear is you like when you say you want to be financially da-da-da.
Niggas want a housewife.
So you can take
me
care of her
personally.
while she,
Yeah, like me personally, I wouldn't want no housewife. I mean, I wouldn't want my wife to be sitting at home if she ain't built like that.
When we say housewife, we don't mean just sit at home.
We just mean like
handle home duties, bills. Standard housewife. Chill with the ladies on every Thursday and Friday.
I mean, if that's if we at that point in our lives and we comfortable like that, then yeah, that's cool. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't knock her if she's motivated and she know out here to go out here and get it. Like no, like
of course,
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I ain't that type of person. Like it's some guys out here who will be like, they make all the money in the world, but they want their wife to stay at home and don't do nothing. Bro, like you can't change her for who she is, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like you gotta let her be, but you still gotta set that ground to the point where it's like, all right, this is where we at. We cool. We can even get more and more better. But this is how, I feel like it should not should be, but it's like this is where we at. You know what I'm saying? We comfortable to the point where it's like you can just be. You could be chilling back, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Meaning
relaxing.
that, because the woman put her part in, with everything she does. So I understand what you're saying. Like, I definitely understand what you're saying. And I respect that.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome, Survivor.
Hey, baby,
Oh my God, you know what? I love these segments where we talk about relationships because we're able to really dig deep and really just have different opinions and different views and different opinions is always great. You know,
Yes,
it's
it
great
is.
for our listeners and great for our viewers. So, like, if there's any questions, comments, or anything that you guys may have from this show tonight, or even an opinion that you might feel that you might want us to talk about on the next week's show, go ahead and don't feel free to drop it in the comments, leave it below,
Please let us know.
and we will definitely put it on our list to talk about. You guys are here with the You're Real for Real show. Thanks again. I am LayMay here with my boy
Young Survivor in the
and
building.
my girl,
Betty the Boo.
and we will see you guys next week. Thanks again.
Peace.
Holla.
And love and life.
Woo, that was a good show.
Yes, it was.